Live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Listen. That's right. Another edition of Heart of a Husker. I'm joined by a few people today. Number one is my big brother, Nate the Skate Turner.
What's up, everybody?
Kitty Cheatham, you there?
What's up, brother? I'm here.
All right. And we'll have a late guest a little bit later, but if you've never joined Heart of a Husker, Heart of a Husker is exactly what it said. What's the heart of a Husker? And what other than to get what the heart of a Husker is, you got to get it from a Husker. You can't get it from someone that's never played the game before, that's never hit that gridiron. So I'm just going to go, since we've got a panel right now. I want to go and I want to open it up. And I want to talk to Nate first, then I'll go to you, Kenny. What's your definition of heart of a Husker?
Man, a hard-working, someone who loves the game, someone who loves his coaches, someone who loves the guys he plays with, and somebody who is going to give you their all. Someone's going to give you their all for their brothers. You know what I mean? Going to give you everything they got.
Kenny, same question.
Hardworking, loyal, accountable is the biggest thing, and a good teammate, and dedicated to not only the program but to the brothers they step on the field with.
Now that we talk about, our dedication, right? Kenny, you're all the way in Arizona. Nate's in Illinois. We got brothers that's all over the United States, right? But all of us, when we come back together, we all have that sense of love for each other and sense of love for our institution. Why do you think we have that level of love for our institution?
You know what? I think it's kind of like it can almost resemble the same relationship that the United States has with the Marines. You know what I mean? Like everybody who's in it, and when you're in battle, when you're at war, it's one thing, and then when you come out, sometimes it's something a little different. You know what I mean? It's not the same level of it's not reciprocated. The love isn't reciprocated like you would think it would be.
Same question, Kenny.
I think it's the amount of respect that we have for players that played there before us, the traditions that were before us, and a lot of that is passed down, being how classes come into the university, and you're taught that by the older guys. So we look at guys like Nate as big brothers, and we have the utmost respect. And I think that was one of the main things for me and we have a general love because we all know what it took for us. So, and what it took for them. So it's that common bond in regards to
that. I always say this, and sometimes we get out. We've been out now 25 plus years, not to give our ages away, but 25, 30 years respectively, we've been out of football, meaning Nebraska, I'm saying. Over the last 25 years, man, that's so hard to say. Give me your what has Nebraska football looked like to you?
Anemic. I mean, honest, it's been anemic. You know what I mean? Mickey last year had us going a little bit because it was Mickey, but other than that, it's been anemic, man, and it's just not the same passion. You don't see the same passion and the same respect for the game. You know what I mean? I mean, just like when I was there playing wingback, you had to block, man, and that was it. That was your job. It wasn't fancy. It was pick up your lunch pail and go to work. And that's changed so much. And I don't know whether it's the Well, I know it's been, the coaching. Once Callahan got in there, everything was changed from that point forward. And it's been different ever since, to the point where guys don't even like to go back. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure what it's going to take to get that back.
Kenny, what do you think? Last 20 years, your perspective, your alma mater. How many T-shirts have you been able to get?
Well, me or Nate?
You. How many sweatshirts they send you? You get a care package from Nebraska? You a 3-time national champ, Kenny.
I think I got 2, and that was the national championship celebration. I think the one they had there, I think it was '97. They sent that with the lanyard because I was originally supposed to go, but I couldn't because of work. And then I got one. I received one when I was there. While I was on the sideline. I was in my other gear. The other brand they don't like. I was in my Nike stuff, so they gave me a Adidas shirt. But I mean, to go back to that question, brothers, it's just like Nate said. I defined it in there. Coach Solich, you still had that old guard, that for the players, the respect. I think Coach Callahan pulled everything out, dismantled it, tried to go away from the tradition, got rid of players, but that was kind of lost. And then I think Coach Pelini, especially with the getting rid of the walk-on program, all of that stuff that was staples in Nebraska. And then I think Coach Pelini tried to get it back. And then you had Coach Riley, Coach Cross trying to build on whatever, but it's just been inconsistent. But we had 2 years of inconsistency, and then with 3 coaches, we didn't have consistency. So it's you never know what you're going to get.
Did you ever think 25 years, 3 championships, Nate played in Super Bowls, played at a high level in the NFL for a team that was at the top of the charts your whole career? Did you ever think 25 years later, what did you think our return to Nebraska would be? How did you think it would be after we left Nebraska? Because it's different for me. I thought it would be a little bit different. I thought we'd be, how I go to some schools, I'm not going to name any schools, with some of my buddies that I play with in the league and stuff. And, man, they know, everybody knows them. They're open. You know what I mean? So 20 years later, what would you like to see? How would you like to see us treated?
Like the people that laid down the blood, and it's blood in the mortar, man. It's blood in the mortar that we left. You know what I'm saying? It's blood in the mortar that guys before me left. You all left blood in the mortar. You know what I'm saying? They build those buildings because of the things that we did. And it doesn't seem to be reciprocated at all, man. It's not they say who got kicked off the field a couple last year? Was that Dana? He got kicked out of the coach's offices.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah, last year. Come on, man. Dana Brinson. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
What? But why do you think that it is, though? What's the systematic? What's the root cause of that? Where you can put your whole life on the line. Go ahead, Kenny.
I think it's a misperception by a lot of people. Well, I know we had that originally when we got there and when we left, but then, like I said, when that whole after Coach Solich regime came in, they tore everything down, and you still had some of the older people that were there, and a lot of us was there, and of course, they showed the love. But I just think that a lot of people, like you said, a lot of people don't want to hear our voices, which is ironic to me because I read and see a lot of stuff. I'm on Twitter. I love the banter. They make it seem as if we're bitter when we're not. And I literally had a gentleman tell me on there that he cares about the program more than former players. And I think what happens is a lot of us, when we say what's not popular, they look at us as bitter and we don't care about our school. When in all actuality, to me, the audacity for someone to say that about people who put blood on the line for that school just blows my mind. So we're telling you the truth. We're telling you a feeling that you can't understand, that we all understand, because we all know that feeling that we have when we watch them get blown out or blow games or have terrible seasons. It's a sickening feeling. And I understand people can have a feeling that's bad, but they don't have it how we do. I literally get sick to my stomach when that stuff happens. And it can mess up my entire day. It can mess up my weekend. So, I mean, I just think going back to that, a lot of us got turned sour, with the one situation. I can't keep going over it. And then we don't come back like we used to. We used to see all them guys. Nate, Neil Smith, all the guys.
What situation, Kenny?
And then we saw everybody at the spring game. Now it's not the same.
What situation?
When it was like Fort Knox under Coach Callahan.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Where we're like, we all were texting each other like, we can't even go in there and do what we do. It was nothing for us to go into the weight room and see the guys, the former players, there are the ones in the NFL, and they're working out and coming in there talking to us, or working out with us in spring and, stuff like that, and doing the drills. But when you turned away a lot of guys, I mean, don't get around. We're a program that's extremely tight with one another. So we talk to one another. We're not like in these big cities where, hey, once we're done, we're gone. Nah. I mean, we're in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's small. We did everything together, from living, being roommates, to eating, to whatever. So, we still have that bond. So if something goes wrong with one of us, we're all going to let the other people know.
Right. You know what? It sucks, man. You know what it's like? It's like you dating a girl and then you break up with her and then she become a stripper. That's exactly what it's like. And then you're like, damn, I used to like her. I used to be in love with her. now she in the champagne room doing wild shit for $30. You know what I mean? That's honestly what it is.
Everybody. I mean, I think for me, I know how hard we worked, and all these years I look back and I say, besides Bo, there's not another regime that worked even remotely close like we did.
No,
they don't practice. They jacked around. I mean, and so for me, it's like having a little brother that's bad as all get outs. Every time you take him somewhere, he doing something. He's stealing something. He messing with people. He breaking this. He doing all this different stuff. Now everybody want to call him. So I look at that and I say, when you have that little brother, and we know nuances of the game that these guys have no idea of.
Right.
3-step cuts. They don't know what that is. Stock block. What is that? Attack and adjust. We don't know. We learn things as young men, 17, 18 years old, that took us all the way through the next level in the league if we played it. But it took us to be the greatest, to me, the greatest players of any era. Okay, Sheldon, you got to stop calling me. Listen, I got to answer Sheldon Jackson calling. So I tell y'all what, we're going to take a break. I got 3-time national champion Kenny Cheatham. I got big bro Nate the Skate Turner and 4-time Super Bowl loser. I didn't mean to say it like that. Were you there 4 times, Nate?
Nope, 2.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I gotta. Hey, we're gonna say this for the captain show, but I want to ask you, how was Jim Kelly and them in '93 in the biggest comeback meltdown in the history of NFL football? I gotta ask you about that game. You know why that game is significant, big bro?
Why?
My daughter was born in that game.
You know, Jim Kelly didn't even play that game.
I know he did. I still want to know. Y'all playing that game when y'all melted.
Oh, when we melted, or you talking about when Houston melted?
I'm talking about when Houston. Did y'all come back?
Yeah, we come back and beat it. It was the biggest comeback in NFL history until last year.
I meant that. That's what I meant. That's what made that so crazy because I turned that. My daughter was being conceived. I turned the game off, and I love watching you because I'm like I can relate. Like that's what I want to be. Nate was a receiver. Now he's a fullback. Yeah, I'm good with that. If he can make it from where he came from, I know I can make it. Right? So now here we go. It's 93. Nate, y'all, I turned the TV off.
We getting drugged by Houston. They dragging us.
Dragging. I turned the TV off. When my daughter was born, I turned it back on. Y'all was winning the game. I think BB was scoring that touchdown.
Right.
It's unbelievable. Kenny Cheetah, Nate's the Skate. We'll be back. We'll see if we can't get a couple of other people to join the party.
All right, cool.
Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like getting new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best we can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. We're on the brink of spring cleanups for all of our existing customers and have limited spots left. We trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give us a call today at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of our designers and get ready for Tailored Life's grand opening in Bennett.
You know that feeling after a good, hearty meal? The worries of the world just slip away. Time slows down. Nothing but good times and good company. That's what you get with Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Mary Ellen's does food right, with a menu that includes smoked wings, pulled pork, brisket, catfish. And don't sleep on their sides, shrimp and grits, collard greens, baked beans. It's food that makes your heart happy. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul, just east of 27th and Pineland. Let them fix you a plate.
Hey there.
Hi, honey.
Uh-oh.
Remember we told Jamie and Mike about Liberty First Credit Union, how great their checking account and car loans are, the amazing service we get, and how we love being members?
Yeah.
Well, they took our advice. Jamie said how easy it was to move all their accounts and become members. Now they say they're banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union.
Learn more about being a member at libertyfirstcu.com. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Member NCUA.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
Problem gambling affects more than the gambler. It affects spouses, children, extended family members, and friends. If you are a loved one who's struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 476-2300.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone again, and with me on the line, Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know how proud you and everyone at the dealership are to earn the prestigious Honda President's Award year after year, 17 times. Tell our listeners what it means to you and your customers.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, all of us are extremely proud to have earned this award, and I want all of our customers to know it's not just earned by one person's effort. It's the entire dealership. Sales, parts, and our amazing service department.
17 times. Wow. How does that compare to other Honda dealers?
This award is only given to the most elite dealerships that demonstrate excellence We really do strive to go above and beyond for the ultimate customer experience before and after the sale, Charlie.
That's why for 2022, Honda of Lincoln is once again Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer. Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Our sales, precision ag, parts, and service teams are ready to serve you this planning season. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Dana Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Dana Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Dana Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Dana Trucking. Learn more and apply today at danatrucking.com.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That's right. Part of a Husker. At the state in the building. Live. Power of technology. Kenny Cheatham on the phone. I thought Tavy McFarlane. Are you on?
Yeah, I'm on.
We can't see you. What about you, Shell Biggity? You on? Sheldon's not in there yet, but we'll let Sheldon get in there. We got 3-time national champ Octavius McFarland. Oh, there you go. AKA Grady Train. Hey, now, Nate, let me just give you a quick background about this dude.
Right.
Hey, this was my buddy. I know you had one of these. This guy was my road dog.
On 93.7 The Ticket and the
All right, Harrison. Anyway, Kenny, Octavius the Murder Man is on the phone.
Yeah, my dude. My dude. Yeah.
What
you know what it is. What's up with it, bro? You know, that's my guy. Sitting there all night.
Over here. I'm out here playing daddy daycare now. I got my son, and then I got my nieces, my great niece and great nephew. So I was at Walmart, had to pick up some stuff so I could cook and everything. Look, I just come from fishing.
You catch anything?
Man, do a fish swim in water? Did I catch anything? Fishing and don't catch no fish.
What you catch?
I caught a couple bass. I ain't feel like cleaning no fish or nothing. That was just 40 day.
Oh, you threw them back?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got a big heart, don't you? Octavius, we was talking earlier about just, with us, it's hard. Again, it's hard to believe that we've been out 27 years, right? 25 years, 27 years, respectively, we've been out. Since you've been out, how do you feel like you've been treated as a former Husker, a guy that's won 3 championships?
Honestly, shoot, I wouldn't say I've been treated good, and I wouldn't say I've been treated bad. I've just been kind of one of them people that just, it's all right when I go up there, and I don't go up as often as I used to. Like, probably the first 10 years after I got done playing, when you was having a whole little, the Husker weekend, and then I went there all the time, and then Steve, I went there for a little bit, but after that, I just hadn't been going up there life. So, overall, I would say it's been okay. I mean, there's some things that I probably would change if I was like in charge, just to get
Like-
a lot of the ex-players back.
Like what?
Like invite them there, and when you get there, don't have to jump through all the hoops to go around. One year I was up there, and they told us we had to have passes to go to practice and that type of stuff. And it's like, I get it for a certain degree, but then again, I'm like, we were some of the people that helped build this nice facility that y'all have now.
Right.
Now y'all chime in. I'm just hosting.
We
You know
we
I got a
got
lot.
we got blood in the mortar, man. We got blood in the mortar. They don't recognize that enough, I don't think. And honestly, I think some of the guys that have stuck around the longest, those are the ones we really need to watch. To be honest
Yeah.
with you, the Coach Browns of the program, the gatekeepers of the program. I mean, they know what they need to do. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So I mean, there's really they need to be watched, man. And someone who can slide through all those regimes, something to that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think
And it's not us.
Yeah, for what we accomplished while we was there, and being like around here, the guys that around here, like the University of Texas, they take pride in their ex players, and they welcome them in, and they invite them to different things. And those guys go up and hang around the school because it's like a good environment to be around. You know, you get to meet the younger, upcoming guys that's currently playing, and you know, I got a lot of guys that I know that played there and go around, and I'll be like, dang, maybe it'd be different if I lived up there, but being somebody that comes in there and I don't come in that often, it's kind of just like just come in honestly and see my guys that I went to school with and kick it and look around, see some of the new stuff, and then kind of go about my business.
Well, they need to make an effort to do that. I tell you what, man, and playing on those Buffalo Bills teams, man, they fly us back all the time, man. They take care of us. We try to have a reunion every year. They take care of us.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, playing in the league is different than playing in college. You got more, you know, we were a lot closer in college. You know, when you get to the pros, it's like a business. But when you're in college, man, you're still a kid, man. You know, you're still eating with them every day, going to classes every day. It's just a different relationship, you know, and I really believe, man, just I miss y'all. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you hit it on the nail on the head with the we grew up, we became brothers. We were kids becoming men,
Right.
and we went through that same little struggle together. And then when you go back and you have like the reunions and stuff, we get to be a kid again. You get to see
Right.
your homeboys you grew up with, and that's fun and exciting. And I think that's something that will rub off to the next generation. It's like these guys genuinely cared about each other because, like VJ said, it's 25, 6 years, however long it's been, and y'all still goof around and play with each other, laugh and joke, talk about things that you did in college. That makes it exciting. That makes you want to be back.
Yeah, they need to spend some money for us. You know,
It's
we
just like
need to
it's
have.
like think about it. And like Nate said, my brother said, I got to college. I was 17 years old. I'm 46. I've been knowing you guys almost longer than I've been alive. Think about that. So you're
Right.
we're coming in as young men, kids, and that's that bond. You spending 3 to 4 to 5 years together. So you go from a teenage boy to a young man.
Formative years.
You've done together. It's just that bond. You're brothers. You're literally brothers. You're literally family. So yeah, you miss your boy. You miss that, and they need to have more stuff for me for us to all come back and do that. Because, like Jakey said, when we get back, what's the first thing we all do? We start picking on one another. Nothing's changed. We're just grown men. But you know, you see your brothers. You pick at each other. You laugh. You fool with each other. It's like nothing changed in that moment when you're around all your brothers. So, yeah,
Right.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I think as much money as like let's just take the coaches that have left. Let's just take the coaches that have gotten fired. at the University of Nebraska, aside from Solis. I bet you they had to pay Riley. I think they had to pay Callahan $5.4 million. They had to pay Bo Pelini. I want to tell you, I don't know how many million, 3 to 5 million. They had to pay Mike Riley $5-6 million. They didn't even know they had to pay Scott Frost $16 million. So at what point do we reach back and make sure that we take care of the guys who helped build it? And when I say reach back, I always look at it like now. These kids, like Georgia, these kids are getting all this money, right? And they're speeding around the city in Hellcats. So first of all, your insurance is $500 a month to $1,000 a month. Let alone the vehicle that you're driving. But what are they doing with the money?
Right.
Like the money I tell people this all the time, Tavy. They swear. Remember, Tavy, I had to call. I had to put you on the phone. They swear that we just got paid.
We got nothing. We couldn't even get a free Chris meat from Amigos.
Chris meat burrito.
Now, you know what I'm saying? For that.
Nate them probably
got paid.
Hey, it was a little different back in the day.
Nate them probably got paid, boy. In the 90s, the payments was gone.
Hey, I took a pay cut going to the NFL.
Golly, how much you get, Murder?
For what?
Like for anything. Somebody slipped some money in your hand.
A scholarship check that was about like $700 if it was that much.
$700, you must. I don't know what they use at $700.
I don't know how much it was. It was barely enough that you had to pay rent, and you had to rent with somebody so you could have enough. So you have a little change.
Yeah.
We look forward to Pale Brands because that was a little free extra change, $1,300, and then they give you a receipt and you can go back and get $300 more for the receipts. I was like, man, we struggled. But you know what? That struggle also brought us closer to each other because we all had that same struggle. It wasn't nobody just eating big. Granted, I ain't gonna say I don't want to get nobody in trouble.
Right.
Hey,
I get it.
The statute of limitations is over. They paying everybody getting paid now.
Well, rest his soul, the LP. So that other than that, it wasn't a lot of people that getting paid, wasn't making no money.
Well, we inherited the Broderick Thomas and Neil Smith alumni guys.
Oh wow, I know that was super paid.
Yeah, so but we didn't win shit either.
Yeah, well,
y'all was winning. We ain't win shit.
Well, at least y'all was winning.
So up until the bowl game.
No, I'm talking about y'all pocketbooks was winning.
Oh yeah.
We won. Hey, listen, we won, but boy, they had us where we just was scraping the pot to get by. Maybe Sheldon got paid. Let's see. Sheldon Jackson, class of 1994 guy, and three-time national champion Buffalo Bill himself. Sheldon, how much money did they give you
Who?
at the University of Nebraska?
Who? Nobody gave me money.
Certainly.
Why? What kind of? Yeah, but I didn't carry the ball very much. No, nobody gave me money. That's an interesting conversation y'all having. Who got paid? We got gear. We got tons of gear. We looked like we had money, but we didn't make no money. Come on.
Yeah, it was different in my day. You gotta realize I came right after the Marcus Dupree and the Trans Ams and all that stuff.
Yeah, you came after they gave the death penalty to SMU, buying Eric Dixon and cars and stuff.
Right.
And you know what? I think they should reimburse us for them years.
I mean, here's what I say all the time. Why come we didn't have nobody tell us, hey, if they put $5,000 in a CD for you every year that you play for the University of Nebraska, you have 25,000 if you played for 5 years. Tavy would have 20. Shell Bigley would have 25. What you get 5 in, Nate?
Yeah.
Kenny would have 25. So what would $25,000 be in 2002 if we still had it rolling in 2023?
A lot more than that.
I mean, that's a nice gesture to say, thank you for getting your head knocked off in practice. Appreciate you.
Yeah. They don't care about that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they didn't care about that as long as you was producing, man.
Then they have Jack Stark trying to con your ass into playing hurt, stuff like that.
Right.
You were getting sleepy, very sleepy. All right, what I'm going to do is go record over this tape. Make this mixtape. Yeah. Hey, and the crazy part is we were so poor that I ain't going to put nobody's name out there, but we went to parties and stuff like that to come up. And we be the people of the town, and we in there the poorest people in the whole city.
You got that.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
So listen, we got to throw it to break though, but let me just let people know who's in here right now. Heart of a Husker, epic show. I got Octavius McFarland in the building, Big Nate the Skate, Kenny Cheatham is on the phone with us, and now my twin. Somehow he's my twin. My bigger twin.
That's not. Stop saying that. You always saying that.
They think I'm you.
Thank you.
They think I'm you. And I'm like, no, I'm 34.
No, they don't.
88.
Nobody thinks that. I don't know why you keep saying that.
I'm prettier than Sheldon.
Yeah, go ahead and be pretty. That's fine. Go ahead and be pretty.
Hey, I tell y'all what, we'll be right back. We're gonna throw it to break. When we get back, we're gonna juice it up some more. Boy, I wish Kenny was on here. Where's Silver now, Neil? We'll be right back.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Let's die in the double-doubles here. If you had to pass the baton down to the new guy and say, that's the new pipeline, what does that look like?
Conditioning for me ultimately is a game changer. I don't care how much you can bench, how much you can squat. If you can start a game and finish a game in the same condition in the extreme elements, you're going to have the ability to wear down your opponent. And that's what we took a lot of pride in. By the third and fourth quarter, they were dog tired. They knew it was coming at them again. The same it was in the first quarter.
The captain, Vershawn.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has come to the attention of the Nebraska Lottery that when people hear a radio commercial in their car for one of our lotto games, Powerball, Mega Millions, or Lucky for Life, they tend to begin daydreaming about how they'll spend the prize money if they win, instead of paying attention to the road. So please, when I tell you that Nebraska Lottery Lotto games offer big money and big fun, keep your mind on driving. Do not start thinking about all the things you could buy if you win. Things like bright red sports cars, tropical vacations, 100-inch TVs, hot tubs, SUVs, a new computer, motorboats.
Bob, snap out of it.
Oh, good heavens. Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies. Perhaps I should go home now.
You better let me drive.
Lotto games from the Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here, summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Steve's Garage Doors and Services is hiring. They are looking for a garage door installation and service technician with a clean driving record. Experience is not required as they will train for the positions. However, mechanical aptitude is required. If you want to come be a part of a small business where you're family, not just an employee, call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today to apply at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840. Steve's Garage Doors and Services.
This Easter, focus on your family instead of dishes with the Venue Easter to-go meals. Prepared fresh in-house by our chefs, these meals are ready to heat and eat with packages for 2 to 3 people or 6 to 8 and your choice of juicy beef tenderloin, tasty herb roasted chicken, or our famous 6-pepper crusted prime rib. All meal packages come with sides and we have additional add-ons available to complete your feast. Order today at venuedelivered.com/Easter. That's venuedelivered.com/Easter.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh man, it's a party! I got 12 championships.
Look at this. Oh, wow.
In the building. Yeah.
Right.
NC. What up, champion?
Wow.
Jackson Jr.
What up? What up?
Tavis McFarland and Nathan Skate Turner all in the same building.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's going on, people? Wow. Look at y'all, man. Y'all look good. How y'all doing?
Man,
right.
Wow.
Where you at, Sheldon? Where you at now?
I'm at home, man. I'm at home. I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. I moonlight. Yeah, I'm at home. I moonlight now. I told you before. I'm an independent. I'm a independent contractor, but I'm right now working as a CDL instructor. So I'm teaching people how to drive trucks and get their CDL licenses here in Texas.
That's what's up.
Cool.
I'm gonna have to.
I'm about to get back on the road though. Huh?
Okay.
I'm about to get back on the road though.
Hey,
Fort Worth?
You two knuckleheads exchange numbers. We'll exchange numbers so y'all. Tavy right down the road in Austin from you, Sheldon.
Oh, that's the stone's throw down the road. What you doing in Austin? That's where you live?
Hey, listen, we're on the radio, guys. We're on the radio. Sheldon, y'all
Ain't nothing we're not used to.
I know.
Nothing we're not used to.
I got to give you something.
Give us a topic.
See, here's the deal. I know this can happen, but my time is limited until I get 2 hours, because I'm going to get 2 hours. It ain't enough time for all of us to get together.
Oh, just fire away at your topics, man. Fire away at your topics. You know how you are.
I thought I would change the table a little bit and do something different. And start with, and let like Ken Steve start us out with a question for the group.
Who, me? Bro, you know I'm the least talkative dude out of everybody next to Sheldon, so
Yeah.
then you have to get back with me with that one.
Nate the Skate, start us
Yep.
out.
Let the OG do it.
Check this out, man. This is a problem I've had for a while. Y'all remember Jack Stark, right? See, the captain. No, I go deep on this one. I don't know if y'all remember Shaheed, Scott Baldwin.
Scotty
Scott
B,
Baldwin.
yeah.
Listen, Scott Baldwin, he passed away. LP, I know that I guarantee you that Jack Stark was walking through his head too. You know what I'm saying?
What was he saying?
Like they were walking through all of our heads.
Tavy said something about the CDs. Do y'all still got those CDs?
Oh, I still got some Cytomax. I can't drink it. Some Dave Ellis.
CDs?
What CDs, man? I don't remember nothing from back in the day. What you talking about?
Jack Starr gave out some CDs.
No, they was taped.
Don't act like you didn't listen to them Jack Star Fleet CDs, Shell.
I think they're coming back to memory now.
But hey, my thing is that everybody's not cut out to handle that type of pressure.
No.
Regardless of the type of baller you are, psychologically, you might not be ready for that. And so sometimes it'll break you. Because I watched it break Scott Baldwin. And then from afar, I watched it break LP.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Do you think as black players our walk at Nebraska is completely different than white players?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all chime in. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
You know what? Maybe not. It's different. It's the same but different.
Right.
No, it's different. But I want to talk about those differences. What are some of those differences?
The difference is who were the gatekeepers. So we had Ron Brown. That was the gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? And so he was the gate. I see you smiling because you know what I'm talking about.
You
know what I'm talking about.
You know why I'm smiling? Ron Brown has been in 5 regimes.
Exactly.
That man is a chameleon. You got to take your head off to the chameleon there, man. He found a way to be on every regime. And let me just say this, though, about Ron. Even though I think all of us have had our rocky roads because 4 of us that was our coach, right? And I think everybody's deal is a little bit different. But one thing I will tell about old Ron Brown, despite the good, the bad, the indifferent, and the preaching, is the things that he taught us. I thought for the most part, I was able to teach for the last 30 years. Don't get quiet now.
You know what? That's because listen, when you recruit a cat that's got a lot of dog in him, it's not hard to coach that, bro. It's not hard to coach that. You just aim and shoot at that point.
What was the question, VJ?
Well, the question was about. Oh, my bad. It was about whether it was about being a black ball player at the University of Nebraska, and was that different than being a white ball player? And all of us know that there were some differences, some different experiences that we had because of the color of our skin at UNL and in Omaha and in Lincoln and wherever we traveled. We got treated a certain way off the cuff. Once they recognized or once they learned we were ball players for UNL, for me, a lot of people switched and began to treat me a little different because I was a Husker. Before they knew I was a Husker, I got treated like we get treated normally. But once they found out that other thing, they began to treat me differently and talk to me differently and give me benefits that they would not have ordinarily given me. That's my personal experience.
I mean, we can say like Big Bro Nate said, it's the same but different. Yeah, we can say that, and I think one of the main reasons, in my opinion, is a lot of the African American players that are not from Nebraska. Of course, we came to Nebraska and we dispersed once it was our time was up. So what I do see, what I've seen and watched, I'm like, I see a lot of former teammates in these positions. I'm gonna go as far as with the university, and only one I knew outside of that was Brother Will Height. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't see many of us that were there in those positions working for the university.
Right.
And my thing is why? I mean, I know one time I was looking at a job and I said, well, you know, what are y'all willing to pay me for this job? I just wanted to see. And it was like a $50,000 pay cut. And I said, why would I do that?
Right.
Well, why would I do that? But yet we see guys. I mean, I ain't gonna throw them, man. We got guys on, you know, in positions. I see them on commercials. I see them on TV. I see them, you know, some of them doing radio. That don't look like us. That's been doing it for years and getting these positions in a high position because somebody was a friend. That's one. I mean, come on now. I mean, got your friend. Let's just put it like that. And he got that job. No shade.
But do you think, though, I'm glad you said that, though. So 4 of us played with Scott, right? Me and Sheldon on the opposite side of the ball. We all 4 played with, you 2 played a lot longer than me and Tavy did. Well, you got an extra year with Matt Davidson. But this whole tenure, did you guys get any phone call?
No.
No.
I did.
I mean,
I actually stepped to Davidson for recruiting, and I just got told send this to this, and I never heard back from him. So I just left it at that.
When you got a guy like Barry Miles who wanted to coach there, and they don't even give him a look. What is that saying? This man's coaching up in Canada. What are you telling me?
Well, the thing is, it's a bunch of us, man, that have kids that have come along. Broderick Thomas had a kid, Richard Bell had a kid, that all end up, going to Colorado and different places. And it's just a strange thing, man, going on as far as with Nebraska and the recruiting of kids that lived there, grew up there, and were born into being a Husker.
Like he's nobody. His son probably would have loved to come to Nebraska. Didn't even look at him. What is that?
Kind of falls back into that whole deal of they don't reach out to the ex-players. If everybody that was ex-players felt welcome there, we would definitely recruit for them because we'll be trying to get guys to go there. But when they don't reach out to you, it's like, hey man, make your decision up. If you go there, I'll support you, but I'm not gonna push you to go there because I wouldn't want you to go there and after your 4 years, you just another guy that played there.
Right. Man, in my years here in Chicago, coaching in high school for years, coaching youth football, I didn't get a phone call from Nebraska until Mickey Joseph was intern. He said, Nate, help me out in Chicago. And he fly in, I drive him around, and everything was sweet. But that's the first time I got someone ask me, help me out with recruiting. What's going on in Chicago? Who you got in Chicago is worthwhile. And that's been over the past couple of years.
And that's crazy.
That's bananas.
I mean, just for me, just with my little reach around here, I don't coach, but I know a lot of the coaches. I know a lot of the parents that are going to SC, that are going to Georgia's, that are going to, hell, I knew Keely Ringo, the kid at Saguaro, they went to Georgia. I mean, they're going to all these schools. Nebraska, look at y'all now. They're telling me, Kenny, holler in Nebraska so they can get at me. I'm interested, but they're not getting at me. So I step back. You know what I mean? It's like Teddy said, I support you if you go there, but I ain't gonna push you to go there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like even like with Paula Gates. I know his dad. I know his mom. But then And I'm like, yeah, it might be good for me to go there. Then to get there, then it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, I kind of stayed out of it. I didn't say go there, this, for that. I was just like, yeah, you know what I mean? But I stay away from a lot of kids, staring them that way. Like I said, we got kids coming in because Arizona's a hotbed. Of course, we're not Texas, we're not California, we're not these big states. But you think all these quarterbacks, you think of Rattler, you think of Purdy, you think of other Purdy, you think of all these starting quarterbacks, they're all 20 miles from where I stay. Wow. Nebraska doesn't come in here and get them. All these, the quarterback before Bo Nix up in Oregon, you had several Arizona quarterbacks in bowl games. Nebraska didn't come and get them. That I could easily say, hey, so-and-so, hey, man, get out. And when I did it once, they never got at the kids that I sent them to get at. So I stopped. That went on to big programs and they're playing.
That's unreal. But that's how it goes. Yeah. That's how it is.
How do you fix that, though? How do you,
You fix that by, like kind of what we were saying earlier. You make it to where we want to be back. We want to go back because we feel welcome back. Anytime that you feel welcome and you're proud of something, you're going to do more to help that place be more successful. Everybody on here, I would say, wants to see Nebraska get back to what we were. It's almost like when we first joined the Big 12, it's almost like Big Baby. People lick their chops when they see the schedule. Like,
yep.
And being an ex-player, one of the things that I hear is, man, it ain't what y'all used to be. Nebraska ain't nothing.
Yeah.
You really can't even say that. It's like, I don't try to bring up the days that.
But what can Nebraska do, Sheldon, to say to a 3-time champ like you and the rest of the guys on this panel, thank you?
Yeah, it's been years since I've been back. I ain't watched games in years. For them to reach out like Tavy said, make us feel wanted, make us feel like we did something, like we contributed. And like what Cheetos is talking about, when you know some players, somebody that's gonna help the program, follow through. Stuff, I guess, basic stuff like that. I don't really pay attention to sports down here in Texas. It's big enough. They don't need me down here. So I don't. It's because of that same feeling that everybody's been sharing. I don't pay attention to Nebraska right now, man, because it's too heartbreaking to see what they're doing on that football field compared to what we used to do on that football field. So if they really want to do better, if this current coach really wants to do better, he's gonna have to reach out to the former players who know the young athletes who want to go to Nebraska, who want to follow in our footsteps, so to speak. And you can't leave out a certain element of the student athletes. You can't be one-sided in your recruiting. That ain't gonna win. Every coach in the country knows that you can't be one-sided in your recruiting. Now, my question I was gonna ask y'all was, does Nebraska even offer some type of legacy for former players who have kids who want to go? Like, I don't know how many schools do that, but I knew Alabama at one time. If you went to school there, graduated, and played ball, they had some open doors for your kids to come to school there. Is that still the case? Does Nebraska even?
Not at Nebraska.
Right.
We don't have that.
Right. Now, do you think that something like that could benefit them and that would inspire more players like us who have kids going into college? They're like, yeah, that's the school you want to go to because they're opening the door for you like that.
I think first and foremost, they got to spend some money. They have to spend some money. I don't know. We were talking a couple of years ago about what other schools are doing for alumni. There was one school, I don't know if it was Colorado, it was somebody. If you're alumni, once you step foot on campus, you don't even walk no more. They got carts taking you everywhere. Everything's VIP. You know what I mean? They ain't no place close to where we were. Right. Definitely not what y'all were.
Yeah, and some of those colleges got lounges for their ex-players just for them.
Wow.
to go
Right.
there when they go back to the games and stuff. And that right there that's a powerful recruiting tool because now you can recruit and it's like, you know what? I become a part of this program. Even after I'm done, I'm still wanted here. I'm
Right.
still appreciated.
Hey, I don't know if y'all remember this, but remember Larry the Cable Guy? Larry the Cable Guy was down on the sideline when we couldn't get a ticket. They wouldn't give us a ticket when Callahan was there. But Larry the Cable Guy is walking up and down the sideline.
Why do you think that is, though? Why do we all feel the same? And listen, I could probably put another 60 guys on here.
Right.
Why do we feel this way?
It's like you looking for a specific word to be said there, Rashawn. What you looking for? What you already know what the truth is. You know what country. You know what.
I got a word for what you trying to say.
Spill
reality.
Spill it.
The reality is we ain't feeling like we supposed to be back there. You got to jump the hoop like this. I wish you would try to walk down there on the field on a regular game and he ain't got no pads. They went through all to get the credentials. You liable to get escorted out of there.
Like Dana Brinson a couple years ago.
Hey, listen. We're going to put a thumbtack in that. It goes by too fast. I'm going to get 2 hours and go from 8 to 10. If y'all want to ride, we can ride. Because my stream about to run out on me. But I want to make sure, man, I let everybody know, man, we're going to start I'm going to start a text group with this group right here. And then we'll just keep it going from there.
Love.
Yeah, for sure.
Love, for sure.
Hey, give me one word before you go.
Make sure you put it in there. That way I get Sheldon's number.
Okay. Give me one word before you go, Nate.
One word?
Yeah.
Respect.
Tavy. Kenny.
Accountability.
Shell.
Money.
Money, baby! Hard, baby! Yeah! Hey, I tell you what. Hey, I appreciate y'all riding with me. It's been great. Heart of a Husker. I got 4 championships and a wannabe Super Bowl guy on here. Hey, guys, see y'all next week. Love you, Big Nate. Hey, y'all stay on.
All right.